Hey all, welcome you all in my channel. And today I'm going to talk about ego. So, what does ego means? In very simplified words, ego means attachment to any kind of identities. As we born, we we suddenly start getting some identities, identity like our names, identity of our family, identity of our education, identity of our locality, society, color, caste, creeds, etc., etc., etc. And when we get attached to these physical identities, this leads to ego. However, ego is a defensive emotion or defensive phenomena, which is also very essential for any living being. But when we get attached to that identity or that ego, this leads a problem. This leads another emotions like lust, craze, stubborn nature, and etc., etc. And so all those emotions which we called so-called negative emotion. However, there is no negative and no positive things. All things are good in itself, right? So but still, to understand all those emotion which is called negative start coming in our consciousness, or start coming inside us due to the attachment to our identities or attachment to our ego, right? So in simplified word, ego is a kind of identities. And how to get rid from our egos? So it's very simple, just to understand the things, or just to drop your identities one by one. But dropping doesn't mean you change your name, or you burn your degrees of education, or you leave your home, or you suddenly uh, cut off from all society. No, 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 these are not means of dropping out from ego. Actually, ego dropping means to understand the importance of that identity. Just to understand that if you get some identities, that mean you have to play role of such identity for a particular period of time, and shouldn't be attached with that identity. The first and foremost, suppose, let's say, for example, you are a teacher. Suppose you are a teacher, and you must understand that your identity as a teacher is is for limited time. It is bounded between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., right? And when you reach to your home, it's very important to leave that identity in your working place or in your school, college, etc., right? Should not bring that teacher to your home, because at home you have to play role of your mother, or as a wife, and uh, a housemaker, right? So for playing those role, for playing those other role, you must have to drop the identity of your first role. Get that? So it is just understanding of identities, that how much role, how much we limit our role, or it's just basic understanding of importance of every role, right? If you understand that every role of our life is very important and equally important, then you drop your identities. You easily able to drop your identity, right? If you understand that being a mother is also very important, being a homemaker is also very important role, then you'll definitely drop the identity of your professional woman or professional man, right? So so just taking every identity or every role of your life as equally as important, and then you're able to drop all of your identities. Then you able to get out of ego, because for for live in this 3D world, it's very important to have some defense mechanism, and ego is a defense mechanism. But but shouldn't attach to that mechanism, shouldn't get identified by that mechanism. And when you able to understand these things, you haven't no more ego, you haven't ego anymore, right? So this is my very first video about ego, and I hope you all will able to understand what I'm going to tell you and what I'm going to explain you. Thank you so much for the listening. Thank you.